Yeah, this. I think I can turn these off. Matter of fact. Make sure these are off. Alright. This your boy. Shaman Juve here. This video, another one. Ain't gonna lie, I've been getting downloads and shit. It's going through the cycles of it's lagging. But I'm just going through the cycles of life. And I just be picking up downloads and shit. That's why I only get on here when I get downloads. I don't like wasting people's time unless I got something to say. I act like I just run off something else. But I'm telling you, some primordial beings, they thought they were getting outnumbered. They thought the enemy was going to get the last laugh. They thought they were being taken down by the ops. Let's just keep it a stack. Just by how outnumbered they were. But the thing that kind of gets the primordial being out the way of that is because his connection, her connection to the Great Mother and his true divine self. And just the fact that you being upright, you'll never fall in the hands of the enemy, but you will be tested on your morals, on your values. That's how they get you. When they get you to lower your frequency, lower your values and morals. Confirmation with this bird. He definitely wants to be heard, right? But that's how they get you. But if you stand on business and you know, stand, you're gonna be good. And when you maintain a certain type of frequency, no matter what, I don't give a fuck who they is. I don't give a fuck if they pay the best of the best of the best. It ain't gonna come. It's not gonna come to you because you're in a different type of realm. And if you're the primordial being I'm talking to, you got different energies around you that won't let nothing happen to you in that way. They'll vouch for you. As you raise up and you're not afraid to tap into certain energies, there'll be certain things that vouch for you, meaning like they're not gonna let nothing happen to you. But you gotta accept it. Even the weird shit. Even the shit that kind of make you like, what the fuck? There's some shit out here that'll make you like, what? But it'd be the most protected thing that you can have in your corner. So that's why you should look at things in a certain type of lens. It won't do you no good. But you're gonna start seeing some weird shit going around you, especially a primordial being that's on this path. And you've been facing opposition. Well, sometimes things have to happen a certain type of way until it don't. So don't look at it like justice won't be served. Everything has a cycle. Just know that cycle is here and near for those who have been doing this shit and you feel like there wasn't getting away. I'm not going to give you examples of what's going to happen to them because I don't want nobody coming back. Like you knew exactly what was happening, huh? So all I'm going to tell you is they're not going to be messing with you any longer to the point you're going to have some new enemies. Certain ones has used up all their energy to fuck with you to the point where they ain't got nothing no more. So now they're running off of other deity energy. And when you don't have nothing for no collateral, they gonna end up taking your soul. I don't know how they do it, but it's just facts. So they done use their light up. Basically, that's what happens. These attacks are sent to you so they can use their light. Because when you do things out of an imbalanced way and you're just focused with the repetition of just trying to get somebody down when you ain't got really no reason to do it, you're burning your light. And then eventually, you burn yourself out for good. So sometimes things have to keep happening until they ain't got no way of coming back. You know, you don't want them to stop. You know, you want them sometimes to keep going because They're digging a hole for themselves. So, let them be. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it personal. Just let them do them. And they're going to get their comeuppance. They're going to... But you're going to start to see it. They try to hide it. Even if you may not see it in their environment, how it's coming. Oh, don't. Rest assured, something internally is bothering them. They can't sleep at night. They might have some physical problems they're not speaking on. Terminal illness that they're not speaking on. Certain things happening that they can keep under the wraps. They do a good job hiding it, but don't just think nothing's happening. No. Shit's happening. But you gotta let them dig a hole for themselves. Let them keep doing them. Because as you keep staying in the high vibration and you keep passing these tests, all that shit ends up going back to them, but it ain't just going back. It's more of a major backfiring to where it's going to do some collateral damage. And you want, taking it as a war general, they would rather want collateral damage to where it's a bigger surface area. So you want that if you're in that war general mentality. Let them keep hurting themselves and hurting their environment so it can stick harder. You don't look at it like, please stop. If they want war, if that's war they want, that's war they get. But you don't fight it straight up. You fight about raising your energy up and protecting yourself to the where it's going straight to them and it's fucking their ass up. I'm not gonna tell you to whip it up. I mean, you know me. Matter of fact, I gotta tell you what I feel. Fuck sugarcoating it. If you know somebody on some bullshit with you, you got the right to protect yourself. But there's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. That's what I can say. You gotta know how to defend yourself, when to defend yourself on that type of energy, cause it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke out here. So, like I say, there's a time and place for that. But if you just don't want to do none of that, you don't want to get your hands dirty, all you got to do is basically raise your energy, make sure you're protecting yourself, keeping yourself in a frequency that you choose, and then all that shit backfires. I don't care who they pay for it. I don't give a fuck who they pay for it. You can pay for the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker on a certain type of frequency, that shit ain't getting in, so it's coming to you. You can think your shit work until you fuck with the wrong one. That shit was sliding until it stopped sliding. That's usually what happens. It's all good till it ain't. They only see the good parts, but trust me, if you want some bullshit, that time will come. Yeah. Every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. So all this stuff's being exposed. The energy on people is just telling you who they is up front. So they can't hide it. You can't hide what you feel. So stop doing it, Best to just accept what it is and keep going. Not to have rose-colored glasses on certain people in situations to where you're looking at as if something there and it ain't. Because that's how they can really get you. You're being dumb. But you gotta just be on point with shit. Like, people try to hide themselves, but a true motherfucker gonna see that shit. They can't hide it. So don't be fake. Don't be fake to these motherfuckers. Don't be fake to these people that's trying to been taking your ass. They've been trying to take you out. All type of shit. And then they act like y'all cool and shit. Like, you can kind of play dumb to the point where, like, in a sense, but don't take these motherfuckers back, because they're going to keep saying, no, it ain't true. But you know what's true. Your feelings don't lie. Downloads from source don't lie. So go off of that, because don't go off what they say. Because some people are giving you bullshit and saying it's a gourmet. Some people treating you like shit and calling it love. So don't go off of what they say, go off of what you feel. And you just gonna know, like, people can't hide no more. People can't hide no more. Peace. You know, I'm learning that. I'm like, y'all can act like this, y'all can act like we cool, y'all can do all that, but I know what I feel. I'm around you, I feel like I gotta defend because I know you're trying to take. If you ever get around somebody and you get uneasy and you just feel weird around them and you ain't trying to, something's off about them. And if you get around people, hey, can you leave a like for your boy if you fucking with it? But if you get around people and after you stop fucking with them, you get tired, vamps. Get around people, they try to pick on you and bully you. Vamps, trying to pick your energy. Vamps, just gotta be careful. The energy don't lie. People want you to be drawn to the title they have in your life due to circumstances of just life. And some people may think the title they have prevents them from being seen for who they really are. But you gotta see even beyond the title and see who they really are. And don't let a title fuck up your integrity and your peace. For example, members of your family. Don't let that title get in the way of you being treated poorly or you not having strong boundaries. Oh, they're just because they're blood and this, that, and the third. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. You don't want to get got out here. You don't want to get got out here. So you can't go off of that compass because sometimes it's not real. Hey, New Extra. I'm doing pretty good. Just speaking to the people on how, you know, don't let a title get in the way of being treated terribly, like family, shit like that, or quote unquote old friend, but this old friend judging you, always talking shit, treating you a certain type of way, but that title of friend or family is not making you leave them alone. You think you're cool with them and shit because of that title, but they're not showing you what that title truly means. They're just showing you a negative side. They're not really that title. You're just the person that's holding you back on bullshit, but you're not seeing it. Gotta see for what it is so you can leave it alone. Because nobody should be in your life talking shit and always being negative and always got something to say negative about you. That is not healthy. If you think that's healthy, it's probably because you was raised in certain type of environments to where they was doing it. So you just gotta accept it. Or you just got comfortable in the toxicity. So I gotta be careful with that. You gotta know when certain things are just off. You know? Like, oh no, you're not supposed to just treat people like that. Like, there's something wrong with you. You think little of me, so that's why you think you can talk to me a certain type of way? Oh, all right, you stay over there though. I'm not gonna argue with you to treat me a certain type of way because I don't give a fuck. I don't want you in my life. So peace. And they're gonna always try to find a way to get back in your life. And they're gonna act cool for a little bit, but they're always gonna show the true colors. Don't forget about the true colors. They show it to you all the time. Go off for the true colors. Yeah, you gotta keep your circle small because you don't want to get infiltrated. There's always infiltrators around. Some of the greatest leaders, some of the greatest people out here got fucked up due to their circle, due to their quote unquote family too. You know that, and it all comes from having a strong intuition. It got nothing to do with nothing. If you keep going off your intuition, you won't be in these situations. Just that inner feeling that lets you know, like, hey, certain things, do this, do that. You know. But this is another thing. When people know who you is before you, they're going to do their best to make you not see it and to make you not be that individual or let it shine. So you got to be careful around people because certain people will say this, that, and the third and not tell the truth about who you is. Like, let's say you're a painter. You can paint. but they'll never tell you you're good. Maybe they slip up and do it a couple of times, but they'll never let you know what you're really good at. They'll try to do it behind your back. You know, so you gotta be careful with that with people, you know? You be having low-key haters that be acting like y'all cool, but they're really not. But you gotta go off the energy. The energy don't lie. I be noticing that around people. I'm like, they acting like we cool, but your energy saying you my enemy. I'm not trying to be in my mind. I just feel what I feel. And I'm always right. Because I always go back to different memories and I connect the dots like, yeah, why was I blind? Like, oh, it always was there. They just because somebody do something nice for you here and there don't mean shit. Because, you know, it is what it is. Narcissists do nice shit for people. So these don't get tied up because they did a couple things for you. Don't get tied up with that. Just notice how the way they're treating you. Notice how you feel around them. And then it make you, you know, think twice about putting them in your life. You know, whenever you get somebody around you and you start talking about yourself, or you start expressing yourself unapologetically, and they feel some type of way, you ain't do nothing. That's something about them that's the issue. You don't want to be around nobody like that. That you feel like you can't be yourself around without somebody getting mad. That is toxic. Them the type of people you fight. I don't like people like that. I'm like, you get mad because I'm speaking my truth, nigga? We supposed to be cool. You get mad, bro. Let's fight, nigga. You fake as hell. Let's duke it. Nigga, let's duke it, nigga. That's how I feel. But that's why they hide it. But when they slip up, take that as a sign. Because there's red flags with every fucked up person. You just got to take the signs, yo. Just like in a marriage. Check this out with marriage. People will be married to somebody, but before they're married, let's just say the karmic lesson side of the marriage, the karmic marriage. They're all cool in the beginning, but they show red flags that they just overlook. Years down the line, they wish they accepted those red flags and just ran off, but now it's too late in a sense in their head. So they're just taking the abuse. They're taking the abuse. That's the thing. Them red flags will let you know about that individual. You don't want to be stuck with somebody because you didn't read them right. You were being charmed and bamboozled. That's the worst thing you could do. And now you're stuck in a marriage in your head because this is all you know. And you're getting abused like a motherfucker. Come on now, I see this shit. It's like, you picked the wrong motherfucker. That's all. And now you feel like you're obligated to this man. He's beating the shit out of you, or she's whooping your ass. She's treating you like shit. Like, and then you gotta work. And let's say y'all been together for 10 years. Now you gotta work on yourself to fix that. Some people don't make it through the work. Some people don't make it throughout the relationship, so it's slippery slope. That's why you want to make sure that you're paying attention about people. You know what I'm saying? When they got some certain type of traits that seems like it's sticking out like a sore thumb, you got to take that within your being and question it a couple of times to meditate on it. And if it's not sitting right with your spirit, then you shouldn't be with that person. Don't get me wrong, nobody's perfect. But certain things shouldn't be tolerated, period. And you got to pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to it strongly so you're not putting yourself in a jeopardizing yourself further on in your life to where you're in a bad predicament. You know? That's just real nigga shit. You just got to be careful with that. You got to be careful. And I got to say something. I do got to say something. Don't be afraid to get the fuck up on and move around. All right? This is a little off topic, but I'm getting this download. The divine primordial being, the chaos being. You may be wherever you are and you're comfortable there, but there's something calling you to go somewhere else. I'm talking to a few. But you seem to keep putting it in the back burner. But there's a reason why something's calling you to get the fuck up out. Because there's a spiritual thing going on. Different type of chaos beings coming together, not in the way we want to be groups. Not in the way we want to be groups. or we're trying to make change in a group like we're marching, not like that. But in the form of indirectly doing something, then directly it can be done. That makes sense. The group effort won't get you there, but you doing what you're doing makes the group stronger to where everybody can get it done by going on their own individual note. But back to what I was saying. You going in different type of places, there's other chaos beings that from a different element, and when they come together, they make change. Chaos makes change. Chaos makes change. So different type of chaotic beings and from different realms come together without them trying to be in a group. They're going to make great change. So that's why you're being called in certain places that you're not used to, because there's a certain type of energy that needs to come together. Not in the way of groups. We're trying to be together. No. That's how they get you. You do that indirectly by just doing you, staying upright, focusing on what you got, and it automatically gets the job done, if that makes sense. Where the energy could come in, so where you're not forcing it, because it's not a forced thing you do. Just take initiative and get out of your comfort zone. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck where it's at. If you're being called to a place and it's your intuition and there's nobody telling you and you can't really shake it, there's a reason why you're being called there, and you need to take initiative, take action. Because if you're a primordial being yourself to me, there's certain type of energies over there that you can benefit from, and the energy that you have is no other. And it's rare, because every primordial being got different energies, different, resonances. So if you go over there, there's certain beings that's doing you, because as you go, you're going to inspire a motherfucker that you don't even know connected to you to go. Because once one go, another one's going to have the inclination to go, because you're connected to different primordial beings. And when they all come together in the same vicinity in some way, big, great change is going to happen. Because there's not a lot of us. There's not a lot of primordial beings out here, bro. Don't think that what you see is real. So that's why it means a lot when you go off of that energy. So just you doing you can make great change. Just you tapping into yourself can make the sun come out. You know what I'm saying? Because the sun wasn't even out. As soon as I come out, the sun out. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? You feel me? So don't just think that you ain't nobody. You're a primordial being. You got way more than what you think. So don't be afraid to move around, because they're gonna make you scared. They're gonna feed your head up with lies. They're gonna always tell you bullshit. So you gotta pay attention. And I'm gonna tell you this. Don't read everything you see on the internet to be true. Because you might look up something about the place you're going. Research, they say. You might see a lot of violence. You might see a lot of bullshit, but that's not the whole truth. And those most likely aren't real people. Don't forget there's crisis actors out here, even on the internet, and they ain't gotta be on the news to be fake. And the people that you see, whatever happening to them, there's a lot of clones out here. So a clone fighting another clone, or a clone shooting another clone, does that really matter? As long as it's not a primordial being, as long as it's not a child, okay, cool. Because a clone blood bleed the same red. It's no different. There's clones out here that be, surfacing the internet, and you see all grotesque things happening to them, but 9 times out of 10, them be a lot of clones being all fucked up and dismantled. They want your aura to be fucked up. They want you to have fear. That's why they set these things up and they put it on the internet. They want to fuck up your aura. They want you to be scared to go to certain places. If you know, you know. But a lot of that shit be clones, and a lot of that shit be orchestrated to get you a certain type of frequency to make you in fear. Because as soon as you go, it's nothing like you seen. So that's how you know a lot of that shit just be trying to scare you. Propaganda. Even on the internet. You can never run away from propaganda. It's in your face. It's on your phone. It's on your TV. And sometimes even in books. So you just can't run away from it. You just gotta know what you see and you gotta call it out. Know how the enemy works out here. They want a lot of people in fear. Feed off your energy. That's why it's good to not watch too much violence. Because your aura, if you're a primordial being, truthfully, it doesn't want to see people getting killed all the time. It doesn't want to see people get mangled up. It's not trying to see everybody get beat up because it does something to that inner child. That's like sitting a child down watching people die and shit. That child's gonna be traumatized. The same way with you, with your inner child. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't want to see all that. That's like taking a little boy to war. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that to your energy. So that's why it's always good to leave that shit alone. Don't just be doom scrolling. You know, you might watch something, you might fuck up your whole week. You know what I mean? Because you see some clones and shit. Like, yeah, there's more clones than fucking people with souls. So don't just think that what you see is what you see. A lot of them motherfuckers be fake as hell. Hey, can you leave a like for your boy if you fuck up with me though? Just leave a like. A lot of the things you see be fake as hell. And propaganda and crisis actors. So that's why if it's focused in a place where it's all toxic and it's all bullshit and that's all they're pumping, they're not telling you the full story because that shit goes on everywhere. There's a reason why they're trying to keep you out. They're trying to keep certain people out because if they come in, they change the realms. If certain primordial beings just go with their gut and go to certain realms, they're going to activate certain things and they're going to bring a consciousness to that place where it needs to work. Some certain people will just start clicking and waking up because they needed that energy resonance. They needed that energy over there. But the fact that you over there, you're going to change it up. You're going to switch the light on them, and that's, you know, they're starting to change and shit. They start to wake up. That's why they don't want certain beings to be in certain places, and they want you to be scared because they don't want you waking up people. They want sheep. They want sheep out here. They don't want black sheep. They want sheep out here so they can run your ass off a cliff. I know they got to put a prairie dog or a wolf dog out there and they can huddle them up, such as the media, such as propaganda, to get you back in the fucking gate. But if you walk around there, you make them motherfucking sheep question like, hey, this motherfucker didn't just jump in the goddamn gate. He's doing something else. What? Let me see what the fuck he's doing. And they start noticing what you're doing and you inspire them to think for themselves and start doing things on their own tune of their beat. That's what they don't want. And that's all from you going to a different energy, admitting off your energy, not trying to change anybody. And you're going to change more people than trying to change people. I'm telling you, this is how it goes. So don't be afraid to move around. I don't care how big it is. You know, Stuart Wild, shout out to Stuart Wild, rest in heaven. He showed me free flow. All right? Free flow. You know, just going with the flowing, going to that place without holding yourself back. Like, you know, don't hold yourself back. If it's in your heart and it's been coming to you and you know, don't hold it back by your mind or anything, you know, of like circumstance value or like a limited skill set, etc., etc. You're holding yourself back. Just do it. And then you're going to gain experience as you go on that path. You don't need to know all the details at first. The details will come to you and all the resources will come to you so you can be that at that optimal level, even a better optimal level. As you being on free flow, that's the optimal level to achieve. So don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and explore, because when you that magical primordial being, we need you to go to certain rooms so you can activate certain people. Because I work for the Great Mother. So I just need certain motherfuckers to do their job so they can make this place a better place, because we got kids out here and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got kids out here and shit, so we kind of have to make this a better place in a sense. Just keep doing your job, primordial being. But that's only for a select few. Some motherfuckers are tapped in, and you know, not everybody is on this type of frequency and on this mission. So this is just going to be words for some people. But the ones I'm talking to, the ones that this is resonating for, I'm talking to you. I'm not just talking to the ones that got no clue in the world. I think they know that, right? You never know. You never know, right? But just don't be afraid to go do what you got to do. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let a language stop you. Don't let shit, because when you're in free flow, everything is in your favor. Everything. And you're going to notice it's not going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a struggle like, God damn. I'm noticing if you got a little bit of struggle in your life, it could be two things. You're on the brink of a breakthrough, or you're resistant. Or you're resisting something. Resisting change, or you're in the brink of a breakthrough. That's only two things. Or you're, resisting looking at yourself, shit like that. You're either resisting something or you're on the brink of a breakthrough. That's it. Life ain't truly supposed to be a struggle like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, shit happened, but it's not supposed to be a constant thing of suffering. That's what you make it. So don't just think it's supposed to be all bad and shit. It's either you're not doing something correctly. Let's keep it a stack, because we just got to take accountability, or you're on the brink of something and you got to hold it down. You can't let it fold you, fail. Don't let the pressure get to you. Don't let the path get to you, because you're getting to where you got to go, So that's the only time, you struggling. So when you go out there, you ain't really got to be in a struggle mode when it's for you. You just got to be in the flow and just don't fight it. Don't run in the house and not explore it. Don't fight it. You feel me? Don't run in the woods, nigga. You feel me? Don't run in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get out the woods, nigga. Go sit by that tree, but don't get in the woods too deep, if you know what I'm saying. Get in the flow of things. Don't run away from the flow. So just listen. Listen to your intuition, because it's guiding us different places. It's just up for us to take heed to it. Leave a like for your boy if you fucking with me, though. It's up to us to take heed to it, because let's get in free flow. Let's stay in free flow and let's make changes. And you gonna see with me, I'm not just talking. I walk the walk. Sometimes I'm not perfect, but just know we walk the walk. I ain't got no choice. You're gonna see a nigga, I can't speak too much because it's nobody's business, if you know what I'm saying. But just know, I'm following the codes. So I just encourage you to do your thing. I can't make you do anything. But I can just give you the words of advice and wisdom. That's about it. That's about it. But yeah, though, I think that's it. I hit it all, I said everything that I needed to say, I believe so. Nobody has any questions, so none's coming to me. Just don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and do something new. Don't be afraid of that, because you're always going to be stuck in the same atmosphere because you're not willing to change it. Don't be stuck. Learn ways to break free from it, no matter how scary it get, no matter how weird it look on the outside. Just keep going. Just keep going to that new, because eventually it'll all fall down to where, you get to that place. I don't see nobody questions. You know how niggas be pulling up. That nigga had a weird energy. That's why I don't like speaking. I'm going to speak, but I don't like eavesdropping ass niggas. I don't fuck with that. Nah, he ain't got no negative to say. You know what I'm trying to say though, nigga. I'm like, nah, nigga. This ain't for you, nigga. But yeah, yo, just be in the free flow. I'm learning that too, though. Cause they're calling me to be on front lines. They're calling me to be on the front line, and I'm like, why me, bro? I'm a background nigga. I'm background. Just know that. I ain't on the forefront. I'm in the back, but they're like, hey, bro, the back is getting in the front, and the front is getting in the back. So I'm called to action right now. So it's making me be in free flow. So it is what it is. So I'm learning how to be spontaneous and still go towards the new and have confidence in that motion. I've done it in the past, but the greater the mountain, the greater the courage. And don't get me wrong, I got courage. I'm a lion. But sometimes even a lion need to build it up for this one. And it needs to just go with the flow. Because, hey, he's trying to take an elephant out. Yo, yeah, you need some courage for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, though? But sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Don't let the moment get to you. Don't let the dream get to you. Don't let the place get to you so much that you don't get there. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to give you an example. I remember back in the past, I went to LA for a trip. I think I was in high school. I was real excited. Me and my homie planned it from back in the day and shit. And we was excited. But if I let that new city that I'd never been to get to me, I would have never got there. And I wouldn't have been able to go in free flow and just go out there. You feel me? I would have let the moment got to me. I would have let the place got to me. I would have let that intention got to me because I felt that it was too big. Had a good time too. I think I was 18 or some shit. I can't remember. I think I was. Man, I know I went. I don't know if I was in school. I just can't remember. It was so long ago. But I just did it, bro. I just went to LA with my homie. And then I went again. I just went out there. I stayed there for a couple months. It's actually a good decision because I needed that. I made some of the best music in my life. Don't get me wrong. I learned a lot of lessons. But I was in the flow to a point where, hey, I didn't have to worry until I had to worry. I learned that I had to stay in the flow. I'm not going to lie. It got to a point where the place got to me. That's what I'm saying. You got to make sure you make it a discipline to stay in the flow because the answers will come. Everything will come when you're in the flow. Because truthfully, life is not meant to be a struggle. It's if you're resisting. You're resisting. If you stop resisting, the path will come to you just like water. Water always finds a path, and guess what? You're the reflection of water because your body's full of it. So that means you're the reflection of spirit. Truthfully, spirit can make a way if you're open to it. So that's why you always remain calm. Always remain calm in the storm, and you can find a way out the storm for any situation. You'll be able to manifest because you're not resisting nothing. You're accepting things how they are, and you see it from a broader perspective as is, and you're going to find a way out because it is what it is. You don't let that get to you. But that's why you got to make sure you stay in free flow. If you're a type of person that polices himself and takes accountability, you can maintain free flow for however long you want, but you can't let it slip away from you due to how the world looks outside of you, how your circumstance look, or whatever. Don't let that be deter you from free flow. Let it be an eternal thing. Or like, not even that. Like, free flow is good to be on. It's never not good to be in free flow. But when you let it be on your demise, what I'm saying, don't let it be because of somehow it looked or what it seems, but it's not what it seems because your reality is within. And in order to manifest certain realities, you got to keep going off that reality that you know to be true. And it may not match up all the way, but it's going to end up matching up eventually. So don't just be fooled by what you see and let that get you out of flow. For example, somebody got to pay their goddamn rent and they don't see the money coming in, so they flip out. They get themselves out of flow. Next thing you know, they put themselves in a poverty mindset to where they got to do X, Y, and Z for the rent. Next thing you know, they don't even get it. Next thing you know, they don't even make it. Versus, oh, all right, this is coming up. Oh, whatever. Next thing you know, some come through for them. Because they're in the flow. They're like, hey, I'm going to make it happen. That's literally what it is. That's why you don't fight things. You just got to let things be. And then eventually, the way will come. It's not going to take that long. Just a certain type of energy you emit. It's a certain type of energy you emit. You know, you don't want to give off an energy like the outside world is controlling me and how I feel. No, you control how you feel. And you will make manifest what you want because you are the creator of your realm. Don't let nobody get it twisted. They be pimping certain type of beings for their attention so they can make things manifest for them. Because they got certain primordial beings in secret societies. They pimping off their magic, pimping off their light to get magic done. So, you know, it is what it is. So just make sure that, you know, you're going off the tune of your beat. You know, but it's always good to stay in the flow. Don't let, because when you out the flow, you're not thinking right. Then you're not doing right. Just stay in the flow. And this is wisdom for me, meaning like I need to hear that. I got to stay in the flow. Got to stay in the flow because that's when I make magic happen. I make magic when I stay in the flow. Most definitely do. But I think that's about it. You know, I just had to speak on that. I know that y'all see the title and shit, but sometimes I got to get on here and just speak. But I think that's about it. I don't really have nothing else to say. You know, I think I'm good. Nobody has any questions. So I think we're good. If you do have a question, you better say it now. As I finish up my intro and shit, I'm out, my outro, I'm out. But yeah, that's your boy. If you want to show support, just check my music out if you want. That's if you want to. E.G. Fisker on all platforms. E-J-J-I-F-I-S-K-E-R. E.G. Fisker. YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get music at, right? I am on Patreon. I think it's still at $15, matter of fact. I did put it on sale until this month up is going full price. There's a lot of shit on there. That is patreon.com/Shaman Truths. It's an S at the end of truth, I believe. So it's Shaman Truths with an S at the end of it. Patreon.com. If you want to send a cash donation, I am on Cash App at E.G. Fisker 1 if you feel called to. E-J-J-I-F-I-S-K-E-R 1. That's all lowercase, I believe. I should pop out. I'm the only E.G. Fisker out here. I think that's about it. Yeah, if you want to hit my email up, shamantruths@gmail.com. There's an S at the end of truth. So it's shamantruths@gmail.com. That's about it. I don't know when you're going to see me. Whenever I get called to be honest. I usually, you know, wait until I get downloads or I get a message to give out. I'm just going to be wasting my time. That's just not what I do. I don't like wasting time or y'all time, to tell you the truth. Just get on here and just talk shit, because this ain't for no goddamn money. I could start saying all type of dumbass shit for clicks. I'm like, bro, I ain't no fake motherfucker. But I will say this. A lot of change is happening. You're not going to be able to explain it. I wouldn't even want you to even talk about it because it's going to make you a target. Start talking about these metaphysical changes that's going on. Certain things you can't speak about, so just keep it to yourself. You all right? All right. That's your boy. I'm out. Peace.